Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is once again Tuesday, and of course, that means it is once again update day here in Modern Warfare and Warzone. And today, we've got quite the update. We've got the 1.23 update now live for everyone. And this is the quote-unquote mid-season update, and this brought a lot of new content to the game. We've got a new multiplayer map, we've got some new surprises in Warzone, we've got a lot to go over today. So as we break down all the changes that just came to the game, if you guys enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here, or if you happen to be a part of the 69% of viewers who are not subscribed, we are on the road to 500,000 subscribers. And each and every day, we are covering the latest Call of Duty news, intel, updates, leaks, and everything in between. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on to stay up to date with everything there. So first and foremost, as I said, this is a full-on title update, meaning everyone is going to have to spend some time downloading this patch, and unfortunately, if you do play on console, you're actually going to need to download an additional patch after you get done with the first one. So after you finish downloading the initial 1.23 update, if you are on Xbox or PS4, you will then have another 3.5 gig update to download, and then you'll be able to jump onto the game. Now, for the actual update, the size is going to vary depending on what platform you're playing on. So on PC, it's going to be right around 35 gigs in size, on Xbox, it's going to be 31 gigs, and then on PS4, it is going to be right around 21 gigs, so yeah, definitely not small by any means. Now, getting into multiplayer, we've actually got quite a few changes here to cover, starting with the addition of a brand new DLC map known as Cheshire Park. Now, this is our second new standard map of the season. It's actually the only remaining 6v6 map we know of for Season 4. So as of now, we won't see any more 6v6 maps until Season 5 goes live, unless of course there is another surprise update later on down the road. Anyways, Cheshire Park is now live. The map itself is actually very linear. It's got 2 lanes down each side and then 1 lane down the center. The outsides of the map are definitely geared more towards those long-range engagements. Then the middle area is more CQC oriented. And honestly, I felt like this map played very well. It was pretty fast-paced, and all around, I actually enjoyed myself quite a bit while playing it. Then another pretty big update we got for multiplayer is of course the brand new DLC weapon known as the Rytec AMR, which is basically just like the Barrett 50 cal, which, as I'm sure most of you guys know, is one of the most iconic weapons in all of Call of Duty history. Now, the Rytec AMR can be acquired in 2 different ways. You can either buy it from the store, and we'll be covering that bundle here in just a moment, or you can unlock it for free by completing a challenge. Now, said challenge is to get 3 quickscope kills while using a sniper or a marksman rifle in 15 different matches. So definitely a very interesting challenge there. You are going to have your snipes on point for this one, but all things considered, that's not too terribly hard. Now, we also got the usual playlist update this week as well, and we've actually got some pretty good playlists when it comes down to it. We've got the usual quick play filter, which now features the Realism Mosh Pit as a permanent mode. We've also got Ground War, Gunfight Blueprints, Team Defender, which is kind of like Capture the Flag. However, there is only 1 flag in play here, and whoever holds it gets a point for every second they do hold on to it. So you can win the game by keeping the flag in your possession the longest. Then we've got Cheshire Park 24/7, so if you just want to play on the new map and the new map alone, you can do so. We've got Shoot the Ship, which I'm sure plenty of people are going to be very excited about. And then at some point later on this week, we should see the Gunfight Tournament added in as well. Now, moving on into the store, not only do we have some new featured bundles this week, but we do also have a new starter pack as well. And this is dubbed the Warzone Starter Pack, and this runs for $5 US, and it's actually kind of a bundle that pays for itself in a sense, because while you do have to pay $5 to get it, it also comes with 500 COD points, which, as we know, is the equivalent to $5. Then, alongside the 500 COD points, you also get a legendary shotgun blueprint, the Alchemist skin for Kruger, the Vulture Culture emblem, the Breathing Easy calling card, and also an hour of double weapon XP and double battle pass tier progression. Then, when it comes to the new bundles themselves, first off, we do have the Nikto Take No Prisoners bundle, and this is available for 2400 COD points, and of course comes with a brand new Nikto skin, an LMG blueprint, a shotgun blueprint, and by the way, both of those do have the dismemberment effect. Then this also has a new finishing move that actually features a hyena instead of a dog, so that's pretty unique. Then this does also have a vehicle skin, a watch, a melee blueprint, a calling card, an emblem, and also an operator quip. Then we have the Lost Souls bundle, which is available for 1200 COD points, and this one features the new Rytec blueprint, a calling card, and also an emblem. Then we have the Take Off A bundle, which is very Canada themed, I guess you could say, and here we've got an SMG blueprint, a charm, 2 vehicle skins, a hockey horn, and also a spray available for 1200 COD points. Also, the Rose operator was said to be coming with this update too, so we may see that bundle come to the store on Friday or Saturday instead. Now, getting into Warzone, we have got a ton of new things here. By far, one of the most interesting updates that we ended up seeing is actually an increase to the player count, as now you can play Battle Royale quads with up to 200 players in a single match. So there are obviously an additional 50 players in these games, and good grief, things are a lot more hectic, especially off spawn. You know, when you land at hot drops like Superstore or Hangars or Hospital, things are very spicy, to say the least. We also got an update to the Gulag thanks to this patch, as we now have a new series of weapons to use there, including some semi-auto rifles, some snipers, and even just your fists and throwing knives, which is certainly going to be very, very interesting. You know, the Gulag is going to have some people on full tilt with that one, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, we've got even more diversity there now. Then we also got a new piece of gear for Warzone, known as the Spotter Scope, which is basically just like binoculars in a sense. This is a high-powered scope that you can use to spot people. However, this does not have a glint like some sniper scopes would have, so it won't give away your position. So if you are a player who likes to play a bit more stealthy, this is definitely something you want to look out for. On top of that, we also got the Supply Run contract, which is basically just like an individual fire sale at a random buy station. So if you do grab one of those, you are able to use that buy station with the lowered prices for just one purchase. Now, per usual, we also got a new playlist update for Warzone 2, and this week we of course see the Quads 200 playlist as mentioned earlier. Then we also have Battle Royale trios, duos, and solos, and then also Blood Money for Plunder to round things out there. However, notice how we don't have the Juggernaut Royale playlist here, which was previewed on the Reloaded roadmap, and I would say chances are that'll be coming to the game on Friday instead, since that is usually when we see the Warzone LTM updates go live. Now, alongside all the content changes, this update also brought a ton, and I mean a ton, of back-end changes to the game, including a pretty large amount of weapon buffs and nerfs. So, getting into the general fixes, here they fixed the following issues, where players could modify attachments in a way that was not intended, the wording on the turret daily challenge, Warzone losses counting for multiplayer, Kruger's eyes not working right, some AX50 camos not applying correctly, a reinfected ground war exploit on farmland, the gloves not matching on some of the milsim skins, a collision area on hard hat, and also demolition not working correctly in overtime. Then they also added the Cali sticks to some of the party games, long shots now actually display the distance in the point feed, recon drones can now be taken out by knives, and hipfire reticles are now visible in the spectator mode and in the kill cam too. Then for the Warzone changes, here they fixed an exploit in the boneyard area, masks now crack when you're taking damage near or in the circle, team wiped messages now appear in the feed for your squad, and they also fixed players spawning under the map after winning in the Gulag, Charlie and Mara skins not appearing in the epilogue, the supply chopper audio being too loud, supply choppers actually spawning under the map and then killing players when they rise through the ground, and they also fixed the circle being too close to the center of the stadium, players spawning out of bounds, some of the dialogue not playing correctly, and they also allowed more airstrikes to be called in at once, but within a distance restriction. Now, here's where we get into the weapon tuning, and yeah, there is a ton of stuff to go over here. So, for starters, they fixed the M4 reload when you have the 50 round attachments and the underbarrel attachments on there, and now, stopping power is actually applied to headshots, so weapons like the FAL and the Odin can be one hits to the head in those cases. Now, they ended up increasing the max ammo on the M4's SOCOM rounds, and they increased the max ammo and the starting ammo on the CR56 M67 rounds, the SKS's 10 round mags, the Striker 45 hollow point mags, and the Scar and the Odin's default mags. Plus, they also increased the starting ammo on the Scar and the Odin's 25 round mags too. Then, they ended up buffing a lot of the snipers here as they increased the damage range on the AX50. They made it so that on the HDR, it is a guaranteed one-hit kill to the lower torso at any range. On the car, they increased the ADS speed, decreased the hip spread, and increased the range. On the Mark II, they increased the movement speed and the range. On the Dragunov, they increased the ADS speed. They made it a 2-hit kill minimum. The recoil now centers more, and it also has a faster rate of fire. Now, on the FAL, they upped the 1-hit kill potential in close range if you hit a headshot. they increased the ADS speed on the AK-47, and they decreased the damage range on the CR-56 AMAX. Then we get to the MP5. Here they decreased the range on the standard rounds and also on the 10mm rounds. They reduced the long-range damage on the 10mm rounds, and they increased the recoil on the 10mm rounds too. Then on the Grau, this also got nerfed, so they're really going after the meta here with this update. They ended up reducing the range, they increased the high-frequency recoil, and they also increased the recoil and decreased the range on the Nexus and also on the Archangel barrel as well. Now, for these shotgun slugs, they increased the velocity, they reduced the ADS spread, they added dynamic hip spread, very, very fancy, they increased the ranges, and they also increased the lower torso damage too. And then for the no-stock attachments, they increased the overall weapon recoil and they decreased the ADS steadiness. Then, finally, for Spec Ops, they also ended up fixing various things here as well. There really is not a ton, but if you are interested in those, all of those changes are on screen now if you want to read through them fully. So, with all of that being said, that is effectively everything that ended up changing in the new 1.23 update, and that is going to wrap things up for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it, and of course, if you're new here, and you want to stay up to date with the latest Call of Duty news, intel, updates, leaks, and everything else in between, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on, that way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL on all Scuff, G Fuel, Control Freak, and Respawn products. All of those links can be found in the description below, and once again, thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.